This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Catch the new Hulu original comedy Mid-Century Modern from the creators of Will and Grace, executive producer Ryan Murphy, and director James Burrows. When three best friends move in together, Palm Springs will never be the same. They're fun, they're fabulous, and they're turning life's lemons into spiked lemonade. Shake up a batch of cocktails, relax by the pool, and get ready for some serious shade. Mid-Century Modern stars Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, Nathan Lee Graham, and Linda Lavin. All episodes of Mid-Century Modern are now streaming on Hulu.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward it.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 17th day of April, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show to Thursday. No Tommy today. Sad to say that. No Tommers. But we got Ben Lieber to cast the thousands. It's almost NFL draft time, ladies and gentlemen, 1 week from today. So much going on, so much to get to. Let's get her started. Here's Lee Harden with some comedy. It's Thursday morning. Come on in. I am glad you're here.
Best job I could land when I graduated college was an Easter bunny at the mall. The biggest learn about being an Easter bunny, kids do not like the bunny. Moms, you want the picture with your kid and the bunny. That kid is used to seeing a fluffy little cute bunny, goes to the mall, now it's 6 foot tall, doesn't blink. That's demonic. I had a toddler not wanting the picture with me. The mom is forcing him on my lap. The kid's already crying, runs away. She pulls him back up by his shirt collar, throws him back on my lap. He's kicking, screaming, crying, trying to get away. She's strong holding him on my lap. This is going on for 10 minutes. I feel so bad for this kid, I finally yell. I'm like, hey, stop it. Leave him alone. He doesn't want it. But I'm in this giant bunny head, so all they heard was... And they still couldn't hear me, so I finally just ripped off the bunny head. They both look at me traumatized. And that's the picture the photographer took.
I've had enough of you, you sour old hag.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side.
I've about had it.
You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Good morning. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. Like you just said, no Tommy Olsen this morning. It always feels different on Thursday without Tommy. No kicking down the door. No yelling, yo, son of a bitch. No stories that horrify the entire Twin Cities. At least the ones that we can tell on the air. You can only imagine how bad the other ones are. But no Tommy today. But Ben will be here. And yes, Sauce, 1 week from today is the NFL draft.
Yeah, that'll be great, man. I can't wait. Lieber and I are going to record a podcast after the show with a deep dive into the NFL draft.
Rosie involved?
No, I don't think so.
Fine.
I don't know why. I don't think Rosie wants to be a part of the NFL draft.
Did you ask him?
No, that's that's on me. I did not ask him. No, I did not.
Should have asked him. He likes to be included.
Yeah, I should have asked him. Well, he's back on our golf bet.
He is?
I guess.
Was he in the last time?
Yeah, in the Masters.
Oh, yeah. That's probably true.
Everybody paid you?
Everybody has paid me. Yeah.
Everybody pay your dad?
That I don't know.
Oh, was I supposed to pay your dad?
No, you made the cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you made the cut. It was like 4 of us didn't. Whoops.
It was you.
Jewel.
Carly.
You go and unknown.
It was you, Carly, Tommy, and...
Yeah, somebody like that. Like 3 or 4
Dusty.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. And I got everybody all together a week from today, 7:30 a.m. a week from today. We'll do the, 45th annual mock draft. It'll be great.
Gonna be great.
Yep.
Great.
Everybody will be here.
Great.
I remember when we used to do it, it was a huge deal when we drew for teams because people truly cared which team they got.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now it's like Chris and I are so thankful we're not in it.
Yeah, no,
sure.
you're not.
Because I don't want to do any research because I don't care anymore.
I just want to eat chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to eat chicken as well. How do we get chicken here next Thursday?
I don't know, man.
Canes is listening. Bring in chicken.
Yeah, this is my number 1 draft. I'll take it.
Yeah. I just made up the draft order. Maxo picks the first pick because those are his Titans. And, it'll be fun. PA will pick 24. Cindy will pick for the pack. We'll go from there. But, yeah, we used to do it when we had 2 floors. We used to do it in the Studio C bit with a microphone and everything, right? Where we would get up on the podium and do all that bit. That's the first time I remember doing it.
Why don't we do it?
I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
Did we really?
Right, Hogs?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Downstairs, you'd have everybody come up. Yeah, it was like a whole bit.
Wow. Man, my memory is falling apart.
Yeah.
I have no memory of that.
And I think that's still when you were into it. That might have been 20 years ago.
And now all you think about is sex.
Yeah. And Costco.
Guilty as charged, especially on the Costco stuff.
I love sex and Costco. Yeah.
Thanks, Lord.
Lord?
Doesn't she say, yeah. Wait, that's Randy as Lord.
Well, that's Busta Rhymes.
No. Yeah, you're right. I'm not up on my rap.
You all right?
Of course. I'm great, man.
Too excited, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got a great night of what now? Sorry.
Sleep.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Boy, what's that like?
Yeah, I don't know.
What time did you go to bed?
About 8:45.
Oh, man, that's awesome. I bet that's fun, isn't it?
When did you go to bed? 1?
You know me?
Yeah.
About midnight, sure. Sure.
Oh, midnight, damn.
Yeah.
You, Corliss?
I watched episode 3 of Black Mirror and then tapped out about 9:30.
That's not bad.
That's pretty early for me, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Earlier than normal.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. How'd it go, Simon? Or whatever his name was.
Simon?
Yeah, he likes to do drawings.
Yeah,
you don't remember Simon?
Oh, of course. That's one of the best SNL bits ever. Super good.
Is it?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's hilarious. That one's funny. Where isn't that it's Michael Myers. Mike Michael, same thing.
Mike Michaels.
Those aren't those going out of business?
What?
No, it's Joanne Fabric. It's going out of business.
Are you okay? Is he okay? Are you okay? Is he
I'm
okay?
great,
Can you see his eyes? Is he high on crack cocaine?
I don't know.
No, I'm great.
The world's highest bridge is about to open in Canada, or in China, and the world's highest radio guy's on right now.
No, sorry. I'm just rambling.
Did you guys see that plane engine catch fire?
No.
I could give you 100 guesses, and neither of you would guess would make that plane's engine catch on fire. United Airlines had to make an emergency landing.
So it's not a bird strike?
It is not.
Because you said I would never guess it.
Nope. Give
us just the smallest hint.
Oh, why'd you look, you butthole?
I don't know.
Butthole. Quit looking at buttholes.
Okay, I'll guess.
No, you
looked.
A chicken. I'm pretending I didn't see it. Chicken.
Boy, you're good at pretending.
Thank you.
Nice job, because I was like, wow, did he see it?
All right, give me a hint without giving it away.
It's not a chicken.
Is it animal related?
It is an animal, but it's not a bird.
Oh, it is animal related. And this is something that happened. So, hang on. So, if it's not my guess is it's not a flying animal then?
That's correct.
All right, so it's something that was climbing into the engine before the plane took off?
Or not meaning to have climbed into the engine.
So, sucked into the engine?
Perhaps perchance.
Perhaps perchance.
Wow. Then rats maybe?
Round and around. No, it was a bunny rabbit.
Oh,
it's like Sauce doing lawn mowing.
That's right. That's right.
Me and that plane have something in common.
That's right.
So a rabbit got sucked into an engine and it started it on fire.
And the engine caught fire.
Jeez.
They had to do an emergency landing.
All right, so I have a question, and this might be graphic.
No, the rabbit didn't make it.
Well, that's my question, though. If it got sucked into the engine to the point where it started on fire... Oh, I can't even imagine how terrifying that is.
Yeah, terrifying. Oh.
All right, question. How do they know it's a rabbit?
Rosie.
Isn't it just
That's a good question.
Destroyed beyond even figuring out what the remains are?
Sure, I'm going to guess that there's plenty of cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure they saw it hopping along.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I hope it wasn't the EB.
Yeah, that would be tough. That'll make for a tough Sunday for kids.
Terrible.
Yeah, it'd be terrible. What was he doing out on the runway?
Trying to catch a flight.
Yeah, he's got a lot of places to get in the next handful of days.
I think he was hippity-hoppity.
Can I ask you guys a question? I know you guys think I'm stoned and you guys hate me.
It does seem like you're stoned, but I don't
hate you. I'm just tired of you.
I strongly dislike you.
I'd rather have you tired of me than hate me. How does the Easter Bunny get around and go to every house? Santa has a sleigh.
Sure.
What does the Easter Bunny ride?
I don't think you understand magic.
Yeah, you have no concept of magic.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what he doesn't ride is a United Airlines flight.
Jeez.
Or Diddy.
Yeah. Or
he doesn't ride Diddy either, I guarantee you. Diddy's in prison.
No, I mean Diddy doesn't fly on United.
Brilliant.
I don't know, Paul. It's a rabbit.
It's magic,
He's
buddy.
fast. A magic rabbit.
Magic.
Probably get around pretty quick on its own.
Yeah, all right.
You're riding. I don't know. It says here that... No, I better not start.
Yeah.
Better not start.
So the plane landed, though, and everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
How long was it in the air before the engine started on fire?
I don't have that information. But I will see.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now CNN wants me to pay.
Yeah, no kidding. That's happened the last couple of days. What the hell's going on with that?
I don't know. I ain't paying for that.
No.
Ain't paying for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I did it this morning. There was a story that said scientists may have found the most likely proof of life on an alien planet.
Yeah.
Thus far. And I'm like, interesting. How far away is it? How do they find out?
Yeah.
And I clicked on it, and it's like, CNN needs you to register. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I ain't doing
Not
that.
another paywall? I'm not doing that.
I ain't paying.
Yeah.
I love when the Star Tribune tries to get me to pay for their articles.
I love when the company tries to get me to do other people's jobs.
Oh, boy. And we're...
Just 2 days after Tuesday. We almost made it to the end of the week. Yeah. I mean, whatever, right?
Yeah, no. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that now, if you die, the gravedigger and the mortician are the same person?
So somebody does your last rites, and then they have to put you under on their own, right?
That's
Is that
right.
what you're saying?
Yeah. That's right. You get $1,000 for it.
Oh. Well, that's a horse of a different color.
I wonder what that phrase means.
Oh, you don't know?
Not really.
It's a racism thing.
Oh,
Is it really?
It definitely is.
So everybody at the Emerald City is like, if you're not green, get the hell out of
That's
here.
exactly how it is.
Got it.
Yeah. Hey, Maxo! As soon as I said racism, there he was. Hi, bud.
Hey, what's good, y'all?
So wait a minute. So the citizens of Emerald City, they all appeared to be white, but they don't like horses of a different color, or they do like a horse of a different color.
I think they do like horses of different colors.
Because I mean, Dorothy was white, but they didn't let her in right away.
Was she a natural white?
Here's the AI Google breakdown.
All right, bring it.
A horse of a different color is an idiom.
Yep.
Is that the right word?
Yep.
Perfect. That means something is significantly different from what is expected or previously discussed. It implies a change in the situation or a new element that alters the original context.
Yep. All of us knew that. We're just wondering where it came
I
from.
want the etymology.
Yeah.
Oh. It traces back to Shakespeare's play Twelfth Night, where a horse of that color meant the same matter.
Isn't that something? He invented
so many things.
It's always Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Phrases, words. I think they said he invented 1,700 different words.
He invented the coochie landing strip.
Did he really?
Style.
Yeah.
He did.
He invented that?
He invented it.
You know the phrase, and twins?
That
comes from Shakespeare.
He did, yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah, before he used the word twins, they would just be like, another bitch!
Bring that coochie over here!
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were really, really mean. But it was like,
the Juliets.
Before the pyramids, if you ask PA.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
Which was when?
The 1800s.
The Juliets.
Wait, I can read that.
No, you can't.
Scientists. Start over. I can see that scientists find strongest evidence yet of life on alien planets.
You're not getting
no
firewalled or paywalled?
Maybe somebody paid on that computer. Yeah.
Well, this main one over here is blocked up. Can't read it. I ain't paying for it.
Do you want me to read it?
Oh, dear God. Yeah, I want to, just out of curiosity.
Jason
Go
can't
for
read.
it.
Jason can't read. Genius.
My God, it's I wish he was never born.
Oh, yes, you do. You'd miss me. In a potential landmark discovery, scientists using the James Webb Space Telescope have obtained what they call the strongest signs of possible life beyond our solar system. Detecting it's an alien planet's atmosphere that chemical fingerprints of gases that are on Earth are produced only by biological process. What does that mean, Cor?
It means somebody's breathing out.
Two gases. Oh, boy. Dimethyl sulfide.
My cousin's name.
Or DMS.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P.
God, rip. Man,
DMS.
He had some slammers. Or dimethyl diceflied.
Yeah, he's going to be a third rounder next Thursday.
Or DMDS, involved in Webb's observation of the planet named K218b, are generated on Earth by living organisms, primarily microbial life, such as marine phytoplankton.
Please have Kel teach Louie to read.
Oh, she will. What does all that mean? This suggests the planet
Something's breathing out, brother.
This suggests the planet may be teeming with microbial life.
Microbial. Wow.
Is that a word? I don't think. Can you spell microbial for me?
Isn't it microbial?
Please spell it.
Microbial.
Please spell it.
Microbial.
Please spell it.
MICROBIAL.
Yeah, there you go.
Microbial. Thanks, Corliss.
Yeah, microbial. There you go.
They stressed, however, that they are not announcing the discovery of actual living organisms, but rather a possible biosignature, an indicator of a biological process. And that the findings should be viewed cautiously with more observation needed. Hey, for a science thing, that wasn't that bad.
I know less than I did before you started reading.
100%. I'm more convinced they didn't find anything.
I think it.
Nonetheless, the voiced excitement. They are the first hints of an alien world that is possible and inhabited. Said
possibly
arthropsychosist Niku.
Whoa.
Mad Husandahand of the University of Cambridge's Institute of Astronomy, lead author of studies published in the
Kelly's a saint.
Can you read stop signs?
Astrophysical journal Letters. This is a transformational moment in the search of life beyond our solar system.
Is this all one sentence?
I was just about
to say the
same
4 minutes, or
no? There's periods.
I can't tell.
This is a transformational moment in the search.
This is your microbial leader.
I just threw up a little microbial in my mouth.
How did you say it? Microbial?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. I'm not bright.
Microbiology.
But hey.
Microbial?
Yeah, microbial. Well, that was a ride.
All right, Dan.
Lieber will be here in like 40 minutes. Maxo's already here. Zach will be here at like 7. No T.O. This morning.
All right, Dan.
We'll survive. We'll figure it out. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
All right, Dan.
Catch the new Hulu original comedy, Mid-Century Modern, from the creators of Will and Grace, executive producer Ryan Murphy, and director James Burrows. When 3 best friends move in together, Palm Springs will never be the same. Bunny, Jerry, and Arthur are already close friends. But when they decide to live together, it's a new chapter with a new family. And speaking of family, don't forget Bunny's mom, Sybil, who's along for the ride. Whether it's a trip to Fire Island or a local congresswoman with a wild side, these roomies know how to do it with style. They're fun, they're fabulous, and they're turning life's lemons into spiked lemonade. So shake up a batch of cocktails, relax by the pool, and get ready for some serious shade. A new comedy with heart, soul, and sass. Mid-Century Modern stars Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, Nathan Lee Graham, and Linda Lavin. All episodes of Mid-Century Modern are now streaming on Hulu.
I was showing these guys the most important scene in Sling Blade because they'd never seen the movie before, so I just ruined it for them.
Mommy, I'm fixing on killing you.
God, that's good. Have you seen it, Core?
Never saw Sling Blade.
My God, you guys.
Yeah.
It's a top 5 film all time.
Yeah, Star used to say I sounded like him.
Yeah, he used to call you
Yeah, he used to call me Sling Blade. Yeah. Yes, he did.
You got them French fried taters in there. My days out to take them biggins.
Ain't got no gas in it. What a great bit.
It's a great film. Dwight Yoakam, John Ritter, by the way. Oh, my
God. That sounds like a joke. You guys seen that awesome movie with Dwight Yoakam and John Ritter?
I know.
Right. It sounds like a punchline to something, but no, that was legit.
It was Billy Bob's first movie, and he wrote it, starred in it, and directed it.
Wow. And he was fixing on killing you.
I do a pretty good. I had no idea.
You did that's really good, actually.
Now, as we know, over the next 3 to 5 years, it'll get worse.
Yeah.
But this is the best it'll ever be.
That's the best it'll ever be.
That's awesome.
As soon as you get confident in an impression, it starts to fade quickly.
All right, let's hear it again.
Got them French fried taters in there.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep, let's ask him in like 6 months.
It's fading, though.
How did a feller go about buying calling the police?
In about 6 months, it'll be, do you guys have any taters?
Brilliant, yeah.
I'm fixing on killing you.
I'm a little surprised more fast food joints don't have tater tots as options.
Yeah, tater tots are great.
It's a pretty rare option. How many fast food joints can we even name that have them?
Doesn't Sonic?
Sonic does, and Hardee's does. Hardee's?
Well,
does Hardee's?
Yeah.
No.
Well, they have, which one has like the rounds?
Taco John's.
Yeah,
has the potato olays.
So if it is Hardee's / Carl's Jr. and Sonic and Taco John's or something, like, is this like a West Coast thing?
No, really, no.
I wonder if just West Coast fast food joint in general
there's a place
lean towards tater tots.
Right by my place, there's a place. It's like another Culver's kind of place.
I know exactly what you're talking about. We drive by it every time we go up north. It's an ice cream spot.
Freddy's,
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, Freddy's got good tater tots.
Oh, there's one of those in Arbor Lakes.
Freddy's is great.
Freddy's is
Right next to Costco.
Yeah.
They got them French fried taters in
They have tater tots. Is that right?
That's real good, Hawk.
I think you're very, very. I'm fixing on killing you.
Yes, it's getting worse.
Well, I encourage you guys to watch that film at some point.
All right.
Everybody out there listening, watch it at some point. You want to see somebody kick that ass. You know Billy Bob Thornton, how good he can possibly be.
Yeah, he's great.
You ever like sitting in a room with people and you're talking about things and you're like, man, I really like Sling Blade. And they're like, yeah, well, I really like X film from Switzerland. And you can't find any common ground. You know what there's always common ground on? I can tell you this. Every time. Mention the first season of True Detective. Yeah. Everybody in the room goes, oh my God.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's fantastic.
It's so good.
That's some of the best TV ever.
Night. We're all sitting backstage at, 2 nights ago, backstage before the show. And we're talking about this, that, and the other. And people are like, have you seen this? Everybody in the room's like, oh my God. True Detective. Season 1.
A lot of Alexandria Daddario fans.
Yes. I did happen to be the person who brought that.
Shocking. No. I would have bet all of my money on.
You have to admit.
They're going, Woody Harrelson this and Matthew McConaughey that. And you're like, Daddario.
I did make that noise. I did.
No, that was your Sling Blade impression.
I've been fixing on motorboating you.
Yeah, see, it's fading already.
Yeah, that whole season was great.
Oh,
so good.
Outstanding.
You know, I got to believe the good Lord above gave himself a day off after creating those T words.
Jeez.
I'm sure.
Am I right?
Yeah, probably.
You can say it's offensive, but you can't say I'm wrong.
Even, yeah, when
he's got a point.
When Kelly and I watched it, even Kelly was like, jeez.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Golly, Ma.
I mean, I looked away.
Of course, you have to look away.
Yeah,
you can't,
I looked away.
Yeah, you can't look at those.
No.
Yeah. Thanks, Chicago.
Yeah, she was in season 1 of White Lotus as well.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, was she fixing on?
Careful. Careful. Just because you're saying it as Sling Blade. Will she fix it on what?
How does a fella go about going to Victoria's Secret?
You're Sling Blade. When did that come out? 04?
I don't know, man. Man, when she starts dancing on that couch.
Oh, man.
I think it's even earlier than that. Wasn't it like 90s? Wasn't it 90 something?
96.
Yeah, I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, great film. Great film. Yeah, because John Ritter's been dead a long time.
Yeah.
He didn't die long after that.
97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
When did Johnny Ritter die?
Well, I mean, he was in Bad Santa, which was during the Power Trip morning show.
He died 03.
Yeah, I was going to say, there you go. And Bad Santa must have been right before that, obviously, like 02?
Yeah, Bad Santa is 03.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember exactly one scene.
Of course. Yeah, the dressing room scene.
I've been fixing on your beach.
Wow. On your what?
You've never seen it, huh?
I've seen it. Did you say her BH?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I've been fixing on making you walk funny.
Jesus.
Hey, so you know how there's that kind of phenomenon now where if you don't watch a show when the rest of the world watches the show, there's that weird, like, why would I start it now?
I almost can't get myself to do it.
Right, because it's like I missed the window. Like The Wire is my best example.
Yes.
Is there's so many other shows that are current. Why would I go back and start one that's 20 years? It's hard to do, right? You have to convince yourself to do it. I'm finding it even harder with films. Like old movies, I'm like, there's so much to watch. I don't want to go watch a movie from 20 years ago that had a moment 20 years ago. I'll find something else new. I just can't do it.
Really?
I don't have it with film, but I definitely, I'm even having a hard time with Severance and White Lotus because I missed out.
And those are just over.
Happened. I know.
Yeah.
Severance has been done for less than a month. White Lotus has been done for a week and a half.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean.
But I'll go back and watch Dario.
Yeah.
Man,
I've been fixing on slow-mo.
Severance was an A+. White Lotus was a solid B+, A-. It was good.
Yeah.
This new series, it's worth watching.
Yeah,
big time.
I just need to maybe this weekend.
And there's such a gap between the next season. Everybody's still wondering and questioning, and everybody that you know that watches it still wants to talk about it.
Good. Okay.
And now again, you can binge them.
Yeah.
And binging Severance specifically is so much better because then you don't give yourself a chance to get confused.
I'm the opposite. I like doing it week to week and kind of just sitting and thinking about it for a little bit.
You got an old school heart.
I do. And and this makes a more natural conversation for people that are watching it in real time because then everybody's at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
I've been fixing on watching Severance.
Will you do a spot as Sling Blade?
Yeah, I probably will.
You're really good at that.
I'm digging it.
Like Veep, Better Call Saul. There's all these like shows in the last handful of years that are
Flintstones.
universally fantastic.
You see Romancing the Stone?
I said the Flintstones.
You heard Romancing the Stone?
What's that one guy wrote a banger of a song that's in that movie?
It's called Romancing the Stone.
Okay. Great song.
Who's that one guy?
Isn't it Eddie Grant?
I believe it is. Good pull, man.
Electric Avenue.
Yeah.
I'm romancing the stone.
God, that song.
In the poet alone.
Yeah. God, that song wails.
It's no Electric Avenue.
You got to walk down there.
No, it's better than that.
No, better than that.
Can't be.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to this the second I leave here.
Man, you know what? You guys, and you haven't seen the Tarantino movie either?
I know.
No, I haven't seen that. No. But we did watch...
Aren't they supposedly making a sequel to that?
They are. That's supposedly. They're doing... Remember I told you how much I love the book?
Yeah.
They're doing it.
It's not Tarantino directing it, though, right?
No,
he wrote it, but not directed it or
it's a
something
big
like that?
name.
Isn't it Fincher?
Yeah, it's Fincher.
Oh, yeah.
It's G.D. Fincher.
I love Tarantino. I don't know how I've never seen that
I can't
movie.
believe it. I swear to you, I'm afraid that it's because I said I loved it.
No, that's
nobody.
that is true, though.
Because I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's a great... I've watched it probably of the new movies, say the last 5 years. I bet I've seen that movie more than any other movie that's come out in the last 5 years.
Really?
And it might not have been 5 years. How long has it been since that movie
I think it's been maybe more than 5.
I've listened to the book twice. Mm-hmm.
But think of
so good.
Hawk, I know you've talked about, you're like, one of these days I'm going to start Mad Men.
Yeah.
You're never going to start Mad Men. It's like 7 seasons. That would take you forever. And again, that was a cultural phenomenon 15 years ago, right? You missed it.
You're right.
Same thing with The Americans.
It'll never happen. No.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Oh, so
Both
good.
of those series are top tenors all time, and you're never going to see either one of them.
My last words as they buckle me into the electric chair is going to be, I should have just stayed home and watched Mad Men.
And just like Max just said, I love Tarantino. How have I not seen that movie?
I know.
Chris loves Christina Hendricks, and he will not watch Mad Men.
That's right.
You got any last words over there?
Yeah, God, you're good at that.
I know, I got to stop.
No, don't. I love it.
won't.
Front Page Sports is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
This is called Kingdom, by the way. So good.
Catch the new Hulu original comedy, Mid-Century Modern, from the creators of Will and Grace, executive producer Ryan Murphy, and director James Burrows. When 3 best friends move in together, Palm Springs will never be the same. Bunny, Jerry, and Arthur are already close friends. But when they decide to live together, it's a new chapter with a new family. And speaking of family, don't forget Bunny's mom, Sybil, who's along for the ride. Whether it's a trip to Fire Island or a local congresswoman with a wild side, these roomies know how to do it with style. They're fun, they're fabulous, and they're turning life's lemons into spiked lemonade. So shake up a batch of cocktails, relax by the pool, and get ready for some serious shade. A new comedy with heart, soul, and sass. Mid-Century Modern stars Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, Nathan Lee Graham, and Linda Lavin. All episodes of Mid-Century Modern are now streaming on Hulu.
All right, welcome back. 6:09 Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are.
That's right, baby. I'm going to damn
Cold Kingdom this morning. Local band. Huge. Ben's on his way in. Big draft day for you guys. Big mock draft today.
We're going to do that, I think, on Monday. We're just going to, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing a podcast today.
We're doing a podcast today, but we'll do a mock draft probably on Monday.
I see. Okay.
So this is just a draft discussion podcast. You guys are just going to talk about the draft.
Yeah.
Where's that going to be posted?
Probably the Power Trip show, and I think it's going to be played later tonight at some point.
Okay, so don't swear.
I won't.
Yeah,
I mean, on podcasts, you just have no filter.
Yeah, I know.
Remember we used to have a podcast?
Yeah.
It was called the After Party.
Yeah. It was called French Fried Taters.
Whatever happened to that?
French fried taters, you can still make them.
Man, I'd love to have some right now. More than anything, though, I'd really like some chicken fingers. Hey, Zacho, if you're awake and listening, please bring some food. Please?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bring him French fried taters.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station.
Holiday Station Stores. Sling Blade is a huge fan of Holiday.
You're so good at that.
I like to stop by there for the wear bowl. That white can and the red bowl.
It's Monster Sling Blade. You can get 3 monsters.
I can't help it.
3 monsters for $7 for a limited time at Holiday. Mix and match any flavors or colors or cans you want at Holiday. 3 for $7.
Don't say that or you won't be able to say anything anymore.
No, I thought said it.
You almost said it.
Thanks, Holiday.
Looks like I'll be working at Holiday.
The Twins beat the Mets 4-3 in 10 innings. The Mets scored 3 in the 8th to tie it at 3. Griffin Jacks gave up 4 hits and 3 runs. But then Ty France, the game-winning single in the 10th, saw 19,721 attended.
Wow.
That was the paid attendance, at least.
Thank you, France.
Yeah, thank you, France. Yeah, they've won 2 straight, man. That was a good win. They gave up those 3 runs, tied it up, and then, that's a good win. Now they get to go play, I think, the worst team. That's what you were going to say, by the way. I think the worst team in baseball in the Braves, so hopefully they can win a few of those.
Still.
But one of the worst,
One of the worst, yes.
Yeah. That's what you were going to say, right?
I can't breathe.
Max would have decided that chair, and you would have been you would have been waving goodbye, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Looks like I'm cleaning up. Can you tell me where the unemployment office is, please?
How do you spell resume?
Gonna have to change my name.
The Wolves are at the Lakers Saturday for Game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. That's at 7:30. The home team won all 4 games this year.
Thank you for my homie.
In the old regular season, it was a 2-2 split.
I had a 2-2 to split once.
According to DraftKings, the Lakers are 4.5-point favorites. The over-under is 215.5. Lakers are 14-1 to win the NBA title. They have the 4th best odds. The Wolves have the 9th best odds at 65-1.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
I think the Wolves can put some scare into the Lakers. I think they can win the whole series, but I think they'll win one of these first 2 games.
And listening to Anthony Edwards yesterday in his press conference, you can just see how much more cerebral his game is this year compared to last year. Like you can tell he's been watching film. The way he was just throwing around different basketball lingo and saying like, well, if the Lakers do this, then I'm going to do this and that and this. And he's been encouraging the guys to watch film and study. And it just seems like, obviously he's got everybody hyped up emotionally. He's always been that kind of leader, but it seems like his game is a lot more cerebral and intellectual this postseason. And he seems like he's ready for the task, man.
So Game 2 is in LA Tuesday, then Game 3 is here Friday. And then the following Sunday.
Here's Anton dealing with double teams.
I've gotten better and better every year. Like I said, me and C. Hines watch film all the time on adjustments and reads to make, and we know pretty much. They may throw something different at us, but if not, we're used to their coverages as far as tilting the floor, overly in the gap. So just being willing to get off the ball to my teammates, and that goes back to me texting and talking to my teammates. Like I told Mike, you got to be willing to shoot 5 straight catch and shoot threes. Don't turn none down. Dante, Nikhil, Nas, Jaden. You got to be willing to shoot those shots and not turn anything down. And I got to be willing to make those passes every time, to open the defense up for me to be able to get down here.
What's great is when somebody who's great at their sport or whatever they do, whenever they decide that's not enough, like they decide, I also am going to put in the work, not just be physically great. I'm also going to work my ass off. That's really good.
Yeah, and that seems like where Anthony Edwards' head is at right now, and he's got everybody ready.
No.
He's fixing to upset the Lakers.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of Stephen A. Smith.
The Lakers.
The play-in tournament was last night again. Ugh, man. The Heat blew out the Bulls 109-90. They knocked them out again. 120-106, the Mavs knock out the Kings. So Heat and Mavs still alive. The Heat are at Atlanta. 6 o'clock on Friday. The winner gets the 8th seed.
I don't care.
The loser is out. And then the Mavs are at the Grizzlies 8:30 on Friday for the 8th seed. Loser is out. Winner gets the 8th seed.
Please.
It's like one of those weird things where if you lose out on the play-in tournament, right? If you just get knocked out, then you're in the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense? If you win, like these teams on Friday, if you're the Heat, the Hawks, the Mavs, or the Grizz, you have to face either Oklahoma City or Cleveland, right? In round one.
Yeah.
So would you rather have like a 1% chance at Cooper Flag, or would you rather get to the postseason and get absolutely just trucked in round one?
I think, if I was in the East, I'd rather just lose because it doesn't matter. The Cleveland's going to more than likely sweep either of those teams. I do think the Grizzlies could give the Thunder a scare. I think the Grizzlies could win a couple games against OKC. I'm not convinced.
Weren't the Thunder the 1 seed last year? And they lost in the second round?
They were up there, yeah. They were one of the top seeds, and I believe. And then the Mavericks got them out of there quick. And I think I heard something about the Thunder's record against other Western Conference playoff teams is not super great. And they've been really reliant on getting a friendly, generous whistle, which isn't going to come in the playoffs. So who knows? If I was the Grizzlies, I'd take a shot at it. But if I was in the East, put me in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes.
Yep. Team 14 has a 0.5% chance of getting the number 1 pick. The 13th team has a 1% chance.
Oh. Neat.
It's better than 0, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Wasn't the Derrick Rose year like a 1.5% chance that the Bulls were going to get him?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It might have been even less.
I think
somehow.
it was even less.
Yeah.
But it's not 0.
Was Ant the number 1 overall pick?
Sure was.
Yep. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And Ant was number 1 in a year where it looked like the Wolves won the lottery in a year without a generational talent.
That's right.
Yep.
We're like, oh, God, this is the year we got it? Ugh.
Yeah, and
who the hell's Anthony Edwards? And then boom.
Pretty good.
And they were right.
Yeah. And not having the tournament that year didn't help, but I don't think his Bulldogs would have made it.
But even so, that was a name that most of us weren't even familiar with. It was just some random dude that was like, all right, he's decent.
Yeah, he had
but I guess there's not much to pick from, so we're going with this kid.
LaMelo was the big name coming out that year.
And then who's the tall dude?
Oh, Elon
James
Musk.
Wiseman.
Yeah, who's basically out of the league, I think.
Did you know, did you get, when we were listening the other day to Burrow, when he had the guys writing the book about
Burrow!
Yeah. They were talking about how there was a workout Ant had, I think, for Oklahoma City, where he got thrown off his game because they were working him way too hard.
That was he worked out for the Warriors.
Yeah, wasn't it Steve Kerr that said something to him?
Yeah, something like that got him off his game. And then he came here and just not only did he work his A word off, but he said all the right things. And there's like a moment in one meeting where he basically just stood up and said, if you pick me number 1, you will never regret it. It was like, I was listening to this guy tell the story and I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, they were right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely were.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Generational.
Please stop.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, man.
Okay. We'll do what really matters after this. Ben Lieber will join in like 10 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Catch the new Hulu original comedy, Mid-Century Modern, from the creators of Will and Grace, executive producer Ryan Murphy, and director James Burrows. When three best friends move in together, Palm Springs will never be the same. Bunny, Jerry, and Arthur are already close friends. But when they decide to live together, it's a new chapter with a new family. And speaking of family, don't forget Bunny's mom, Sybil, who's along for the ride. Whether it's a trip to Fire Island or a local congresswoman with a wild side, these roomies know how to do it with style. They're fun, they're fabulous, and they're turning life's lemons into spiked lemonade. So shake up a batch of cocktails, relax by the pool, and get ready for some serious shade. A new comedy with heart, soul, and sass. Mid-Century Modern stars Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, Nathan Lee Graham, and Linda Lavin. All episodes of Mid-Century Modern are now streaming on Hulu.
Your tech.
Hey, 628 Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Corey Cove, meets us Paul Lambert, Max Fuller. My name is Chris Hockey. Cast of Thousands. Ben will be here in a minute. Zach a little later. Hopefully brings in some chicken fingers. I'm starving. And some freeze-dried tater.
He will definitely do that.
Good.
That's what really matters.
It does matter. It does matter.
And what really matters is brought to you by our friends at Carbonis. Thanks, Carbonis.
Thank you, Carbonis. I do love Carbonis as well.
Yeah, you're hungry.
I'm starving.
Same.
It's too bad Carbonis is not open.
If they were,
then we could get Zach to stop there on the way.
Made up on my Carboni.
The NBA playoffs technically start Saturday, right? The play-in stuff's still going on, but Saturday you have
I thought
Bucks.
they were one and done in the play-ins. They're not?
They are.
Yeah.
The 9-10 game. It sounds so much more confusing than it is. It's actually really easy. It just sounds confusing. So the two games last night, the 9-10 games.
Okay.
The loser of those games are one and done.
Okay.
So they're done. So like last night, the Bulls lost and the Kings lost. They're out.
It's over.
But the teams that they were playing essentially have two cracks at it because the loser of the 7-8 game then takes on the winner of the 9-10 game.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
It sounds, more complicated than it is. But the actual playoffs with the 8 teams in each conference start on Saturday. Bucks at Pacers, Clips at Nuggets, Pistons at Knicks, and then the Wolves at the Lakers.
Let's go.
Dan.
Howling with the homies back on Saturday, too.
Is it?
Oh,
yes,
hell
sir.
Yeah. What
Is
time
he
will
back
that
in
be?
town?
Parker will be calling in from Europe. I believe Amy Hocker to Fox 9 will be calling in. Maybe even some Marnie Galarnar.
She passed away.
Oh, no.
Well, she will be missed.
I don't care.
Maybe
Wow,
later.
that lady doesn't care.
That lady really doesn't care.
Hey,
There's Benjamin.
Benny Leaves.
All right. But what really matters is, look at Derek. What really matters, though, is this.
That's right. I've got it for you. Hey, Ben. Has he put his headphones on? Hey, Ben. Have you ever seen Sling Blade?
No sound. Hang on a second here.
Ain't got no headphones.
We're getting them situated.
I got it.
There we go.
Cool.
I'm good. What are you talking to me?
Yeah, have you seen Sling Blade?
Yeah, I have.
It's a great film, isn't it?
It's a great film. It's a great film. Do we know the background on that whole accent and cadence? Like, is that something that he just did after reading the script, or do they really want him to sound like that?
That is a great question. But he wrote the script, by the way.
Oh, he wrote the script.
He wrote, directed, and starred in that film. Yeah. I don't know, but we'll look that up. That's a good question. I never thought about it. Because that is very specific.
It was adapted by Thornton from his previous one-man show, Swine Before Pearls.
I like swine.
Wow.
When do you like swine?
My name's not Wendy.
Sorry. You're on it today.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. You're feeling Randy.
I'm feeling Randy.
He gets in the zone when he does Sling Blade impressions.
He almost got canceled about 2 minutes ago.
He almost got promptly out of the zone.
I almost escorted myself out of here.
He almost put his house up for sale.
Max, I don't know if I've ever heard you laugh that hard.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. I was in tears. How do you spell Indeed.com?
But what really matters is this.
You got anybody hiring back there?
All you're really doing is talking to like the people that you grew up with.
Yeah, you're exactly
correct.
right.
That's it.
That might be why it works so well.
Yeah.
Everybody you know talks like that.
We're supposed to get maybe some severe storms tonight. That does matter.
Greasy.
Yeah, after a quiet stretch of weather, things are about to turn more active in Minnesota, starting with the chance for strong and maybe even some severe storms today and tonight.
About to get wet. Oh, baby, I know what you're saying.
Jesus.
Hey, baby, it's about to get wet.
Yeah, it ain't really easy to do Sling Blade turned on, is it?
Yeah, no.
Where'd I put this thing?
Canceled again.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you puppy or baby? Why won't the voice of the Viking stop tickling me?
Are you a puppy or a baby?
That might be just judging off the clips I watched. That might be something Sling Blade would actually say.
Tonight is the final night of the NHL regular season. Isn't it weird that the Wild stopped a couple of nights ago, but there were games last night, a whole bunch of games last night. 6 last night, and there are 7 tonight. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of games after a handful of teams wrap up. Feels weird.
Feels super weird.
Doesn't it feel like, I guess I didn't technically watch the entire slate on Sunday, but doesn't it feel like the NBA should all end on the exact same day? The NHL should all end on the exact same day?
Yeah.
Kind of like the NFL does it, where then they can schedule it out so the most important games and the ones that are going to matter are in the correct sequential order, so you don't end up with a game on Sunday night that means absolutely nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, my guess is a lot of these games mean absolutely nothing because I think all playoff teams are locked in. I'm not sure if all the seeds are locked in for the NHL, but I know all the teams are in.
Yeah, that is bizarre. It's
weird.
It's a little womp-womp.
Yeah, a little bit. Feels like a waste of time.
Yeah, for those teams that are still playing, even though it doesn't matter at all. Like, why would anybody tune in?
Yeah, it's got to be seeding because, like, again, in the East, like the Devils and the Canadians they both have 91 points. I don't know if they're fighting for stuff. Who knows? All 8 are locked in on both conferences, though. Who knows? What really matters is this.
Today is the birthday of Rooney Mara. Now, you may remember her from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Everybody read that book.
Everybody read that. Yeah, correct.
She is so good in that.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That is bothersome.
Yeah.
I watched that movie sitting next to my mother-in-law.
I watched it sitting next to my dad.
Did you look at her and raise your eyebrows?
I mean, that's just an awkward scene.
Yeah.
To watch next to almost anybody, specifically your mother-in-law. It's like, okay, this is maybe not the best movie choice. Yeah. Why did we watch this?
It's worse than the book, right? Hogs?
Everybody read the book.
Didn't you read the book?
Cor, why are you doing an impression of The Rock?
Looking at your mother-in-law.
No, try it again.
I'm not doing The Rock.
You did try it.
I just raised one, but I'm not like The Rock. I don't know how to do it.
It's like you're having a spasm. Well, try to get this.
Just like a stroke. Yeah, that's a fantastic film.
Fantastic film.
Such a good movie.
Hard to watch.
It's a one-time watch.
But here's the cool thing. You guys already know this, but I'll go through it anyway because she is obviously the sister of Kate.
Mm-hmm. House of Cards.
House of Cards. Yep. The subway scene.
Yep. Terrible ending to her character.
Man. Right? Okay, so you guys already know this, but I'll go through it anyway. So Rooney is 40 years old today. Their dad, the Maras, own the New York Giants. Okay.
Is their dad actually John Mara?
It doesn't say his first name.
I think so.
Just it says their dad's family, so he might not be John. Their mom's family, the Rooneys, own the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rooney and Kate are the great-granddaughters of the founders of the Giants and the Steelers. So Art Rooney Sr., they are his great-granddaughter, and Tim Mara, the original one, they are his great-granddaughters as well.
Sauce, what's your mother's maiden name?
Bricker.
Bricker?
Yeah.
See, that actually is kind of cool. What if they had just called you Bricker Lambert?
That would have been
like
sweet.
Rooney Mara.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Bricker Lambert's kind of cool.
Although calling him Brick would just be too good.
I love Lamp.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, though, just to name the daughter just the two last names.
Yeah, that is
Rooney
that is
Mara.
Odd. That is odd.
It works, though.
Yeah, it does work.
It does.
But it also works because she's super famous. I wonder it would be weird if she's just, worked down the street. It sounds nice.
John Mara is the uncle to those two.
Okay.
Okay.
So got it.
So it's his brother.
Man, that's crazy that both those women turned out to be great actresses.
Yeah, right? I mean, they really could just do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are really, really good. Boy, they're both very pretty, but man.
But it also, again, sounds nice because Rooney and Mara are both nice names. What if there were a couple of kids locally and one of them was named Wilf Polad?
Yeah.
That would seem weird.
Be like, that sounds like a dictator.
Yeah.
God, the havoc that Wilf Polad created was... I mean, I don't know.
Are you a little surprised, though, as we talk about this, that they didn't have a stage name? Like, they didn't change their names?
Yeah.
Like, I would think that people because I think the other minority owner of the Giants is a giant Hollywood producer. And you would think that they wouldn't want to go into Hollywood in that area, in that realm of work, having been known to be like a rich family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
good point. Yeah.
Like, I think that would work against them.
Yeah.
You go out of your way to try to not be a Nepo baby, right?
Right.
Try to carve your own path and not just make it look like everything's just being handed to you. Yeah, I'm sure they fight with that a lot. It's a good problem to have, but my guess is they have to fight with that all the time.
Mate's house is a nipple baby.
I'm a what?
You're a nipple baby.
Oh, thanks.
The nipple baby.
Thanks, Sling Blade. All right, Dan.
His name's Ben.
Hi, Ben.
All right, then. Hi, Brick. How are you, Brick?
Bricker
Brick is
Lambert.
perfect. It really is.
Bricker is not a bad name.
No.
I don't know why we didn't think of that. Well, Louis way better.
Mr. Bricker was my shop teacher in high school, and he
Sounds like a shop teacher's last name.
absolutely was missing a finger.
Oh, yeah?
The biggest cliche of all time.
Right.
Our shop teacher was missing a finger.
Yeah. And he never had clean fingernails.
Oh, never.
Oh,
Never.
Not at all.
Never. No, and he was just popping heaters outside in the home ec room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
Again, no one taught me fractions, even in math class, better than our shop teacher. Because Mr. Sturbridge would just emphasize, 6 6/16 or 3/8.
Was he from Chicago?
Oh, yeah. Did he work for Big Tom Callahan?
Leaned in with a thick accent, but would enunciate every single thing. And of course, you got to get you got to minimize. You got a lowest common denominator. And so you can't say 6/16. That's 3/8.
God, he sounds like a spitter.
Yeah. Oh, my.
You know what I mean, though?
He was a good dude, though.
Is he still with us?
I don't know.
A spitter?
Yeah, like he spit in your face a little bit when he talked to you.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. Jesus.
I think we're all confused for a second.
Yeah, I was like, what is a person that does that? What do they sound like?
I didn't figure you on being a quitter.
Wow.
Man, shop class was sweet, man.
Oh, man.
Just
I know
wood burning and cutting stuff.
Yeah, and sniffing paint thinner.
Oh, yeah.
Sniffing paint thinner.
Yeah, Ben's nodding at me. He knows.
Oh, I know. Yeah, industrial arts was the best.
The worst looking birdhouses this planet has ever seen. All right. More of what really matters after this is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Catch the new Hulu original comedy, Mid-Century Modern, from the creators of Will and Grace, executive producer Ryan Murphy, and director James Burrows. When three best friends move in together, Palm Springs will never be the same. Bunny, Jerry, and Arthur are already close friends. But when they decide to live together, it's a new chapter with a new family. And speaking of family, don't forget Bunny's mom, Sybil, who's along for the ride. Whether it's a trip to Fire Island or a local congresswoman with a wild side, these roomies know how to do it with style. They're fun, they're fabulous, and they're turning life's lemons into spiked lemonade. So shake up a batch of cocktails, relax by the pool, and get ready for some serious shade. A new comedy with heart, soul, and sass. Mid-Century Modern stars Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, Nathan Lee Graham, and Linda Lavin. All episodes of Mid-Century Modern are now streaming on Hulu.
Ben Lieber's here, and we are 1 week away from NFL Draft Day.
Hell yeah.
It's all happening. Big podcast being recorded after the show today. Just giving you the latest, greatest breakdown. Is that happening right after the show? Am I right about that?
Yeah, it's going to happen right after the show.
Yeah.
And then, Sauce, I guess you will probably edit it down and release it this afternoon?
Yeah.
Is that the thought?
Well, yeah, Zach will do that part. We'll probably release it quickly after it's done, and then it's going to play again, I think, tonight or tomorrow night. They'll play it on the air. Right so it'll be great.
Feel like you got a good handle on it yet, Ben?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
And that's the best part about it. I mean, from a Vikings perspective, no, I'm kind of with everybody else. I mean, there are so many options that they have. I mean, I think the least of which is moving up in the draft. But staying put at 24 is kind of where I'm hoping they stay. I don't want them to move around really at all. I don't want them to try to get overly cute with this whole draft. But from that point on, like I did I was part of a mock draft that the Las Vegas Raiders radio network was doing yesterday, and they were contacting people from all over the country, just asking their team kind of representative, like based on the draft that they were doing. So I think it like kind of took all day, but when they got to 24 last night around 6:30 Central, I mean, the available options, which look, it's very possible that this could happen with the Vikings, was the safety out of South Carolina, Emanwari. And he's like the best guy on the board. And it's like, well, I really wanted to go into this thinking that we were going to have an offensive lineman available and, this, that, and the other. And maybe there's a really good pass rushing defensive tackle available. But, based on the mock draft that they did and we were sitting at 24, it's like, how can you pass up a guy like this?
Yeah.
I mean, he's so talented physically, and it's a position of need. Maybe not a direct position of need for this year, but like you got to think beyond Harrison Smith, and you don't know what you're going to have out of Theo Jackson. So, 24 in our spot in our little mock simulation yesterday. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just take the safety out of South Carolina, which I don't know how people would feel about that.
Yeah.
I think people would be fine with that.
Yeah,
I think most Vikings fans are in best player available mode, because let's be honest, this is not a spot where there's going to be a bunch of names that we're familiar with, right? It's not like Shadur Sanders or something is going to fall to us and that's the guy we're going to take. So it's not like a I don't know, big name A-lister sitting there. It's going to be somebody we've probably never heard of. Most of us have never heard of, unless you're a mock draft fan and have been reading about these guys for the last couple of weeks. Otherwise, it's just some name.
You listen to the Meat Sauce and Ben podcast.
Yeah. We'll get you filled in on a lot of the names.
Down for you, baby.
Yeah.
I can't do that, though, today, because the Suited Kings podcast comes out and the Poker Guys podcast comes out on Thursday, so can't get to yours today.
That's okay.
Sorry.
It'll be available forever. Just listen to it
Forever?
before next Thursday.
Forever.
Oh, man.
This is how we'll remember
Yeah.
you.
I got to watch reruns of The Office this weekend.
Well, that's not kind.
I do like both of you, though.
Wow.
Maybe
that's
I will.
Nice.
Maybe I will.
Thank you.
Let's do more of what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports and in between. Chris will change your life with something else. Wild news presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. If you're a Twin Cities contractor, boost your build with our friends at Catalyst. Thanks, Catalyst.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we still don't have a date, right? I know Zach was
trying,
leaning towards Sunday. That's my entire high school career. We keep thinking it's Sunday, though, right? But nothing's locked in yet. Like I mentioned last segment, still some regular season games left in the NHL. So we're waiting for the wild playoff schedule.
Yeah.
But it will be Vegas in round 1.
Vegas. God, why aren't we going there? We haven't really talked about that in serious terms. Why does nobody care about
Yeah, why is the show not going there?
Why don't you guys care anymore?
We should broadcast every game from Vegas. Even when the Wild are playing home games.
Right?
Yeah.
Just to get the sense of what's going on in Vegas. Or, like Zacho has done in the past, just to do a weather report from the Vegas Strip.
Do you know what the weather is at this moment? No,
I don't.
You don't.
No, I do not.
I'm very curious, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody should send us out there and pay for it.
Yeah.
You know? What really matters, though, is this.
It was on this date 235 years ago that Benjamin Franklin died in Philadelphia.
Good.
God.
I don't know.
What a jerk.
I have no idea.
Yeah, the guy who invented all the 5 and dime stores in the small towns I grew up around. Was 84 years old when he died.
That's a good run for back then. Holy cow.
Yeah. He did a lot.
That's a good run for now,
especially with all that traveling overseas that he did, man. He went back and forth quite a bit. And it wasn't easy back then doing that.
And wasn't he sort of a portly guy?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, everything they depict out of him is kind of a rotund guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
He made it to 84?
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah. What do you think?
That's a huge bitch.
Oh.
I describe him as huge, but yeah.
What do you think his fellers called him? What do you think his nickname was?
Well, in high school in Minnetonka, I wonder what they would have called him.
Yeah. Hey, Brick, what would you have called what would you call Benjamin Franklin?
Probably Frankie.
Then what?
Then we would call him Frank. Then we would call him like Benji.
Wow.
Then we just
So what you're saying is a lot of your other friends came up with the nicknames?
Yeah. Then we'd probably call him Store because of the stores.
Right.
But those stores don't exist yet.
Oh.
Yeah, we're thinking
Yeah.
Benji Franklin times.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. We would have just called him Ben.
What if you called him something after, something that he was a part of?
Ben Franklin?
Sure. Such as?
Tight Boy.
Yeah, we would have called him, Lightning. Is he the Lightning?
Oh, Lightning would be
that's
a great nickname.
Sparky.
Yeah. We'd call him Sparky. Then we'd call him Spark. Then we'd call him Spa. Then we'd call him
I get him and Thomas Jefferson mixed up for some reason. I don't know why I would, but I do. Like, which one did what?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm an idiot. What else is Benjamin Franklin known for besides his paint?
Well, he signed the Declaration of Independence.
Bifocals.
Oh, bifocals.
Oh, yeah.
He did. Yeah, he did the kite with the key thing, right? With the electricity.
Yep. Didn't he made a bunch of newspapers and stuff?
He did. Yep. He said, if you would not be forgotten as soon as you're dead and rotten, either write things worth reading or do things worth writing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's profound.
What do you think that means, Paul?
He was.
That means if you're not going to do anything worthwhile, write it down. If you write it down, it's worth doing.
Not quite. He's
a politician.
His brother owned a printing press, and Ben Franklin pretended to be somebody else, and wrote these letters to the editor, essentially like this. And the character he pretended to be became so famous, he finally came out and said, "It's me!"
Wasn't that the bit from National Treasure? Like the Silas Dogood notes or something letters?
Yeah.
Isn't it something like that?
Silas Dogood?
It's something like that. It's from
Dogood.
National Treasure.
Oh, it's right there in the tip of my brain.
Yeah, Silence Do Good.
Silence Do Good.
Okay,
Yeah,
I knew
right.
it was something like
Silence
that.
Do Good.
Again, my knowledge of that is not from history class. It's from the movie National Treasure with Nick Cage.
Great film, right, Hawk?
Great film.
It is fun.
Yeah,
as dumb as it is, it's still fun.
Real good.
What?
You heard what I said.
Did you fall?
Sure. Yeah, good film.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. What a great... So, that must have been the elevator pitch.
Yeah.
What if we have Nick Cage steal the Declaration of Independence? Well, what is he going to steal it for? Well, there's a map on the back.
Yeah.
So like Adult Goonies, exactly like Adult Goonies.
Wow, yeah, good point. Never thought of it like that.
All right, let's make it. That's fine.
All right. But Ed Harris is going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's not in that movie. No, it's Sean Bean is the bad guy.
Really?
Who's Sean Bean?
Ned Stark.
He's that guy you flick.
How the hell? Wow. How the hell do you know that, Corey?
Sean Bean's been in a lot of stuff. He was freaking Ned Stark, man. Let's go.
Ed Harris isn't in that movie.
No. I think he might be in the second one.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it.
I think he's in the second one.
Yeah. When he stole the Bible.
Harvey Keitel is in that.
That's right. He's a good guy.
Ed Harris is in the first one.
Okay, thank you.
In the first one?
That's what this says.
Thank you.
I think he's in the second one, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, buddy boy.
All right, hang on here. All
right, Dean.
Isn't he the main bad guy of the second one?
Would you relax? I may have been right. It's okay if I'm right once.
God, you do sound like Sling Blade.
Okay, I think Corey was right.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure he's not in the first one.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
Yeah. I don't think that I've ever seen those movies. As much as it's right in my wheelhouse because, Goonies is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
And if this is just an adult version of Goonies, I would be in. And I love Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun watch. It's preposterous, but it's fun.
But going back to what you guys talked about earlier, I would much rather, I think I'm more like Hawk. I would much rather go back and watch old movies than old TV shows.
Just because of the FOMO thing? Like you missed the wave of everybody talking about it?
I think it's more like the time. So I catch so much flack because I have not watched The Office. I've seen bits and pieces. I see the viral clips that go around, but I never watched it when it was hot, and I'm not going to go back and watch. I mean, how many hours of television is that? I mean, it's...
9 seasons, like approximately 20 episodes a season, and they're 21 minutes apiece, 22 minutes apiece.
That's a lot, man.
It's a lot of hours,
right?
Yeah.
That's
a big investment.
Yeah, I could go back and watch National Treasure and be done in an hour and 45 minutes.
Fair.
Plus, we were talking about this in here, Maxo and I. If you're going to go back and watch an old film, you're going to pick one that everybody loves across the board, and you're pretty sure you're going to like. Like if you haven't seen The Manchurian Candidate, you're pretty sure you're going to love that. But there's going to be 19 episodes of The Office you didn't like. You feel like you wasted your time.
Yeah.
But maybe not the series. Like, for example, like The Wire is universally considered a top TV show of all time, right? In that conversation. I can't imagine if I go back and watch The Wire, I'm going to dislike it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
what
a good point. Yeah.
I was 20 years late on The Sopranos and loved it.
A+.
So good.
Right? Again, The Americans, Mad Men, two of the all-timers. I know you would love both of them if you watched them, but talk about a giant time commitment, right? You're talking 60 hours probably, Chris, to get through that entire series.
Yeah. You know what you forget about The Sopranos as well is how funny it was.
It's so funny.
Oh, dude, it's so
right.
good.
It's more so like a day in the life. It's less like akin to gangster movies and more just a day in the life. It's like a reality show with a gangster involved,
I heard
basically.
The news today, oh boy.
It's such a good show.
So good.
Yeah, super good.
Well, and I also think too that with TV shows and movies that they're pumping out TV shows so often now, and whereas movies that people actually want to go to the theater and watch, there's not as many. So you have more time and more room to like, okay, I'm going to go back and watch this and that movie. Whereas TV shows, you're getting bombarded constantly with brand new content.
God, do I have a hard time choosing.
Well, how about that's like The Accountant 2, right? I've been seeing trailers for that in the last week or so. The new Ben Affleck movie. Now, I didn't see the first one because it looked terrible. And I keep seeing
it's actually pretty good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I keep seeing the trailer, though, and it just looks like a movie that was made in 1998 or 7 or something. It's like, how is this a major motion picture now? It just looks like really cheesy fight sequences.
Correct.
The Accountant.
It's a terrible name.
Terrible.
I think the title of the name really brings it down. It's a better movie than the title would suggest.
Even in the trailer, it's like this time he brought his brother.
Oh.
The actuary.
Oh. Look out.
It's like, wow.
It's Ben Stiller.
Kind of hijinks are they going to get? What movie is that
Casey?
from? Is that from...
that when he has IBS and he's an actuary?
Yeah.
Is that...
Along Came Polly? I never saw that.
Is that right?
Along Came Polly is an amazing.
I never saw it, so I don't know.
Hank Azaria is so good in that.
So funny.
Oh. It's Ruben. He calls him Lubin. You want to go scuba?
Scuba? Ruben?
You know what? I'll go scuba. It's so good.
But it's just The Accountant looks like a movie that would go straight to Netflix, not major motion pictures. Why did it go to a major screen? Who's going to pay to see it? I guess somebody. Somebody's going to.
Tommy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, I would think after seeing The Accountant, it does make sense that it went to movies. Maybe not from is it going to generate a lot of money? Probably not. But it's an action film with a lot of bang, bang, shoot 'em up, stuff like that. And I would want to see that in a big theater with big sound and a big screen versus my own home TV.
For sure.
Get a bigger TV.
Get a bigger sound system is what I mean.
For sure. Shake the whole house.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That bass up. The news is next. Ben Lieber is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.